Once upon a time, in a colorful, bustling village that looked like it popped right out of a snow globe, there lived a spunky little girl named Zazie. Zazie had wild, curly hair the color of hot cocoa and eyes that sparkled like snowflakes in the sun. She loved skiing down the village's snowy slopes, feeling the crisp air whip past her cheeks as she raced her friends. However, Zazie's latest skiing adventure promised to be unlike any other she had ever experienced. One bright morning, Zazie's grandfather, Grandpa Zeb, handed her a pair of old, weather-beaten skis. He whispered excitedly, "These aren't just any skis, Zazie. They once belonged to an explorer who had the most magical journeys." With a mix of curiosity and excitement, Zazie strapped on the skis and took off. As soon as Zazie's skis touched the shimmering snow, she felt a strange, tingling sensation. The next thing she knew, she was whizzing past trees, over hills, and then, whoosh, through an impossibly enormous snow tunnel that had appeared out of nowhere. This was no ordinary ski trail. Zazie was in for a magical ride. Suddenly, she burst out of the tunnel and found herself in a dazzling, frosty landscape where snowflakes danced like fairies and icicles hummed a gentle tune. She was greeted by a parade of friendly snow creatures. A tall, chubby snowman named Mr. Flurry, a tiny, giggly snow sprite named Tinsel, and a wise old owl made entirely out of snow called Professor Chill. They all clapped and cheered at her arrival. "Welcome, Zazie!" they chorused, their voices tinkling like wind chimes. Mr. Flurry handed her a map glowing with magical symbols. "This is the map of the enchanted slopes," he explained. "It will guide you through a series of thrilling adventures." Zazie's first stop was the Giggling Gorge, where the slopes were lined with snow lilies that burst into laughter when touched. She couldn't help but giggle along as she zoomed past, leaving trails of sparkling laughter in her wake. Next, she arrived at the Whispering Woods, where the trees whispered secrets and stories to her as she glided by. "Believe in your dreams," one murmured softly. "Magic is everywhere," another breathed. Her skis then took her to the Crystal Caverns, where glowing crystals hung like chandeliers from icy cave ceilings. Here, she met a family of snow dragons, shimmering, friendly creatures who loved to play hide and seek. Zazie played with them until her sides ached from laughter. Every twist and turn brought new surprises. There was the frosty funhouse filled with mirror-like ice that created goofy reflections, and the frozen falls where she skied up a waterfall made of sparkling ice. Just as she thought things couldn't get any more magical, Zazie found herself at the final adventure, a towering, glittering ice castle perched atop the highest peak. But to reach it, she had to complete the spiraling summit, a swirl of snowy loops and jumps that seemed almost impossible. Gathering all her courage, Zazie took a deep breath and set off. She twirled and leaped, skidded and soared, her heart pounding with excitement. At last, Zazie landed gracefully in front of the ice castle doors. They creaked open to reveal none other than Grandpa Zeb, grinning widely. "Welcome to the end of your magical journey," he said, hugging her tight. "But remember, every ending is just a new beginning. These skis will always take you where you need to go." With a smile and a heart full of wonder, Zazie knew her adventures were far from over. This was only the start of her many magical journeys on the enchanted slopes.